Uh, Metals and their compounds. Metals are solid metals, which is typically hard, shiny, malleable, and ductile, with good conductor of heat and electricity. Non-metals are an element that is not metals, brittle. Minerals, the natural materials in which metals and their compounds occur on the earth, is called minerals. Occurrence of metals, ores, the natural materials from which metals can be extracted easily and economically is called ores. For example, copper pyrites, hematite. Classification of ores, native metals. Any metal that is found pure in its metallic form in nature is called native metals. For example, silver and gold. Oxides ores, carbonate ores, sulfate ores, halide ores, silicate ores. Iron pyrites, zinc blendy, lead galena, ruby silver. Other ores, nitrate ores, borate ores, phosphate ores. Occurrence of minerals in Nepal: iron, copper, zinc, cobalt, nickel, gold, silver, tin, uranium. युरानियम कहाँ पाइँदो रहेछ? ठुम्की, जगत, पञ्च पस्नी, गगलफेदी, छुनिखेलिन, शिवपुरा एरिया, टिङबाङ्गले, सदी खोला, तिरुवा खोला, मकवानपुर, भाका खोला, सिन्धुली, माडा खोला एन, पान्पा खोला, चितवन, जमरी गाड, बागा बगर, बागोट गोरा, बैतडी. Intraces in different sections of Somalia River, Darchula. मुस्ताङको लोमानथाङमा पनि पाउँछ भनेको छ है यो. बिस्मुथ, सिन्नाबार, बेरिलियम, टंगस्टेन. The metals are found in the following state. In free state, the metal does not react with other water, and air is called free or native state metal. जुन मेटलहरूले पानी र हावासँग रियाक्सन गर्दैन त्यस्तो मेटललाई के भनिन्छ? फ्री अथवा नेटिभ भनिन्छ. Only metals like gold, platinum, and mercury are occasionally found in the free state, that is in the pure form. Sometimes copper and the silver may also be found in the free state. In the combined state, the rest of the free state metals occur in the combined form as compounds such as oxide, carbonates, sulfates, silicates, chlorides, nitrates, phosphates, etc. Copper and silver are two metals which occur in the free as well as the combined states as sulfide, oxide, or halide ores. Metals at the top of the activity series, potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, and aluminum, are so reactive that they are never found in the nature as the free elements. Distinguish between metal and non-metals. Metal, they exist in solid state at room temperature. Exception, mercury is the liquid at room temperature. Non-metals, they may exist in the solid state, liquid in gas state. Non-metal सबै हुन्छ, solid पनि हुन्छ, liquid पनि हुन्छ, gas पनि हुन्छ. Hardness, usually metals are hard, exception alkali metals are soft and mercury in liquid. Mercury is liquid. They may or may not be hard. density. Usually they have high densities, usually they have low densities. Electrical conductivity, they are good conductors of electricity. They are poor conductors of electricity. The exception, graphite is the good conductors of electricity. Melting point and boiling point. Most of the metals have high melting point and boiling point. Most of the metals have low melting and boiling points. Malleable and ductility. Most of metals are malleable and ductile. Malleable भनेको चेप्टो पाटा बनाउन सकिने, ductile भनेको तार बनाउन सकिने. Exception, alkali metals and mercury are not malleable. Alkali metal ल मर्करीलाई चाहिँ चेप्टो पाटा बनाउन सकिन्न. Most of the non-metals are brittle. Non-metalहरू चाहिँ भाँचिन्छ. चेप्टो पाटा तार बनाउन सकिन्न non-metalको. Metallic luster, they possess metallic luster, तल्किन्छ. They do not possess metallic luster. Non-metalहरू तल्किँदैन. Bone formation, they seldom form covalent bone. मेटलहरूले एकदम कम मात्रामा कोभलेन्ट बोन्ड बनाउँछ. Usually they form covalent bond. त्यसले के बनाउँछ? कोभलेन्ट बोन्ड बनाउँछ. Ionization energy or ionization potential. Most of the metals have low ionization energy. Non-metals have high ionization energy. Electronegativity, most of metals have low electronegativity. Most of the non-metals have high electronegativity. Electronaffinity, most of the metals have low electronaffinity. Most of non-metals have high electronaffinity. Oxygen state in combined form. Oxygen state of different kinds को हुन्छ metal or non-metal मा. Action of acids. Metals above hydrogen is electrochemical series liberate hydrogen gas with dilute and non-oxidizing acid. Action of acids. Metal above the hydrogen in electrochemical series. Electrochemical series मा हाइड्रोजन भन्दा माथि छ भने त्यो सबैले के गर्छ त hydrogen gas liberate गर्छ. They do not liberate hydrogen gas from the dilute acid and non-oxidizing acids. Nature of their oxide. Usually their oxide are basic in nature. Amphoteric oxides, their oxide are acidic in nature. Nature of their halides. Most of the halides of metals are ionic and water soluble. Most of the halides of non-metals are covalent and insoluble in water. Nature of their hydrides. Their hydrides are relatively less stable and reactive. Usually they are decomposed by water. Their hydrides are relatively stable. Packing of particles and coordination number. Most of the metals gives close packed crystal structure with high coordination number. Most of the non-metals form loosely packed crystal with a low coordination number. Alloys, homogeneous mixture of the metal with the other elements, metal and non-metals, is called alloy. Example, brass, bronze, copper zinc brass, copper stannum bronze. Amalgams, it is alloy of metal. Example, sodium amalgam. List of important alloys and their uses. Metalloids. Metalloids can be defined as the chemical elements whose physical and chemical properties fall in between the metal and non-metal. Metalloids भनेको metal र non-metal को बिचमा propertiesहरु पर्छ भने त्यसलाई हामीले metalloids भन्छौं. अर्धधातु पनि भनिन्छ नेपालीमा. बोरोन, जर्मानियम, सिलिकन, एन्टिमनी, आर्सेनिक यिनीहरु के metalloids हुन्. It of metal chlorides. Metalहरूले chlorine reaction गरेर metal chloride बनाउँछ. By the action of hydrochloric acid on metal compounds, when metal chloride भन्छ. By the precipitation reaction. Precipitation reaction by metal chloride. पछि of metal chloride hydrogen metal chloride. Action of heat, hydrated metal chlorides loses water molecule, and metal chlorides also loses chlorine on heating. calcium chloride, metal carbonates. By passing the carbon dioxide into alkalis, calcium hydroxide, carbon dioxide, calcium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate, sodium carbonate. By double decomposition, silver nitrate, ammonium carbonate, silver carbonate, and ammonium carbonate. Properties: solubility. Alkali metals carbonate and aluminum metals carbonates are soluble in water, but other metal carbonate are insoluble in water. Action of acid. All metals carbonate reacts with dilute and conc acid to produce salt, carbon dioxide in water. Metallic sulfates. Preparation of metallic sulfates by the action of sulfuric acid on metals. Copper, conc high sulfuric acid, copper sulfate, magnesium sulfate, copper oxide, sulfuric acid, copper sulfate, copper hydroxide, copper sulfate. By roasting the metal sulfide, metal ore is heated in excess of air is called roasting. Zinc sulfide, by double decomposition, barium chloride, sulfuric acid, barium sulfate. Properties of metal sulfate: solubility. Alkali metal sulfate are soluble in water, but alkaline earth metal sulfate of strontium and barium are insoluble, and solubility of copper sulfate is very poor. Action of heat: copper sulfate, copper oxide, metal nitrates, copper plus nitric acid, copper nitrate, zinc nitrate, copper nitrate, sodium nitrate. Properties: solubility. All nitrates of metals are soluble in water. Action of heat: majority of nitrate decompose on heating into oxide, nitrogen dioxide, and oxygen. Copper nitrate, copper oxide, silver nitrate, silver. Okay, it's all about metals and their compounds. Thanks for watching. And request you all like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for patience. That is now bye bye. See you again.